Pause and play AI with Elliott Danker and Daniel Curson.
And welcome back. It is now time for Help Me AI. If you're listening to us on streaming platforms, check out the tutorial videos on our YouTube page. Just search Pause and Play AI. Right now, welcome to the USS Callister, the episode of Black Mirror, where we do a digital clone. Except this one is just a text clone. Daniel?
Okay, so this is the what your student would see, your Telegram bot. I've called it ED course bot. It can be anything really. You would imagine this would be also integrated into Teams, and so in Teams you would be able to see the messages as well. So, but the bot would be running the show. So that's quite cool actually in a way. So you can interject if you wanted to. But as we have here, this is live actually. You could actually you could play with this now.
Right. And in the lead up to setting all of this up, you requested from me an assignment brief. So what we did, and this again is for the purposes of data compliance, it's not the exact assignment brief that I gave you, but we did create something similar to the one that I use in my tertiary institution. And the best part about this is you don't need the person's phone number to add them on Telegram, so it still functions the same.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And just going back to what we've done a fictitious course material project work, because obviously we are very data compliance aware here, and we are always trying to show that data is as important as this AI stuff. It's actually, AI is based on data. So we have to always remember that. So previously, last week, we were talking about my website and my chatbot. So I'm just going to flick. That was because I didn't actually show it last week. So this is my chatbot. So here's, do you customize? Yes, so there you go. You can see my website. So that gives you the kind of outside view or the big picture view. So we looked at the mechanics last week, but now we're doing Elliott bot, not musical brick bot. It was nice that I could show something for real last week based on a real company. So, but this week we're doing fictitious, but it's it's based on your own knowledge, and we've put some fictitious elements in there. So here we have Elliott bot. So this is the 10 p.m. student that asks. What do they ask?
So they don't call you teacher, they call you Cher. When is the assignment due again? All right, so you're typing that in. When is the assignment due? I'll probably have to get this bot to respond to certain words like Cher, because that's not English.
Yes, we could
we could do that as well. Okay. So here we go. You've entered that into Telegram, and there is a little bit of time for it to churn. Let's see the response that would come out. We've already fed it a fictitious assignment brief. So I'm assuming that at this stage, because it's taking a while to respond, it's got to go through a few different chains. Right? Okay, there you go. Can you please specify which assignment you're referring to? How can I assist you with your course or assignments today?
Oh, I think it would be that module 3. I think module 3 that we put in there.
Okay, we've called it module 3.
So I'm being impatient. I said hello when it was still thinking.
Right. So could you specify what information you're looking for regarding module 3? Are you interested in assignments, topics covered, or something else?
The due date.
You like to react with a lot of emoticons, I noticed. The due date. Okay. Could you please specify which assignment? Now, I don't mind this because sometimes I would like to frustrate my students this way. But troubleshooting, and I mean, this is live. This is a live AI course. Troubleshooting this moment, Daniel, where do you think we've gone wrong with regard to this course bot reacting? I mean, this is not a common thing to have anyway, right?
This is obviously. This is expected because I didn't test it thoroughly.
Again,
so what I'm going to do, I think is a good segue. Good segue to go into the back end here. So here is, we saw this last week. We've got our FlowEyes agent here, and
Okay.
we can double click this, and I've got its usual role. I've put a
All
couple
the
of
parameters are there.
I've got its knowledge base, which is based on your fictitious course and assignment information.
And this is the one that you've already stored the document in, right?
Yeah, I've already stored the documents
Okay.
in, and I actually wanted to. I actually just want to quickly tell you something about other tools you can put in here.
Okay.
Let's just save that and double click on that again. Okay, that's better.
Okay.
I've actually put in the current date time into this tool as well. And people wonder why on earth do you want to put the current date time? Because the LLMs, as I mentioned a couple of episodes ago, are cut off in 2024. And they don't they don't know the actual date today.
Oh,
they don't,
wow.
they're kind of stuck in the past.
This is how much we're trusting AI that can't calculate, needs a calculator, can't tell the date.
So this tool needs a watch on its wrist.
Right.
And and so when it's useful because with things like when is the course, when is the assignment due, it needs to know today's date to work out the date that was put into the materials, so that it can work out, because if it didn't, it probably thinks we're in 2024 and it say, oh, it's due in the future or something. So that's that one thing. So yeah, to troubleshoot, let's go back into here.
You know what?
And
I'm gonna look there. I got a feeling I have put 10 weeks from issue date, but I did not specify when the issue date was. That could be a reason why it's struggling.
It could be because not all the details are there. But it should. Actually, I've done a couple of things here. But if we just do what is in the assignment. What are the deliverables?
Okay.
And then it should say
processing flow.
Which course assignment?
Course. Okay.
Let's do the module 3.1.
3.
Okay. So this will be straight out of
telling stories through sound, podcasting, interviewing. Create and submit a 5-minute podcast episode featuring a recorded interview on how students manage academic and personal interests. So this is exactly the assignment brief that I gave. Word for word, it's coming out very accurate. What I like about this, using AI or chatbots is it actually, and I've noticed this a lot with you, Daniel. It makes you think on how to craft a question, which I think we've gotten so lazy in society with, and we get mistaken, right? Because now you're talking to you got to make sure you're concise and precise, so that the bot can answer you, not like the lazy way that humans interact with one another.
Exactly. You're right, and I've noticed this when I'm on courses. I'm thinking, when students ask other facilitators questions, I'm thinking, I could take that a couple of ways. What are you asking? I want, you you need to give an example of what you're asking. For instance, if I did this, would that happen?
What would happen, right? Yeah.
I just want to point out one little thing I put at the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. Right, the last
you should
paragraph.
have known this. So 1 point is deducted from your overall mark. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. And how did you do that?
So I was thinking because I wanted this. It goes back to previously when we're thinking about. We want students to think, not just blindly go, oh, they can answer for me. Elliott can answer for me. I don't need to read the brief. I'll just ask Elliott. I'll just ask AI. But I want to encourage people to research first, look at the brief, look on the internet, do your own research. And then if you're really in trouble, ask a question. I want to promote that. And I was thinking, oh, how could I do that in this simple example or this demo? And it would be gamify the chatbot. So I've told it, if you're going to waste my time, okay, and the answer's already in the brief, and you're too lazy to look it up, then we're gonna knock a mark off your we're going to knock a score. But if I've done the reverse, if you've asked something that is, oh yeah, we didn't put that in the brief, then we may consider giving you 5 points. So it's positive reinforcement.
May consider. Oh yeah, we'll keep it as may consider.
Yeah, I want to keep it. So this is
all right. So looking at the content and the grounding that you've put inside here, you've talked about whether the question is vague or missing key details. First, identify the missing info, then ask clarifying questions. Again, using the words answer confidently. I like this one. When an answer is extracted from the knowledge base, do tell the user that they should have known this and that 1 point is deducted from the overall mark. So that's the gamification that you've thrown in.
Oh yeah, and I thought I did the 5 marks as well. That's the top bit.
Potential to earn 5 marks if this indeed is a useful inquiry. They will start arguing that all their inquiries are useful.
Yeah, I was thinking, just give them 5. if they'll just start asking, random weird questions and
I've asked you like 25 useful questions. I want my 25 times 5. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's the grounding that you've put in, the role you've stated, system, tools that you've added, current date and time. So it looks okay.
Yeah, so I mean, just going back to, so this you could imagine this being on your Teams, and how
do I insert Telegram onto this though? What is that process? Because you told us how to drop in ChatGPT. What about Telegram?
Okay, so it's something I wanted to mention, and I think we've got a couple of minutes now, but it's something I wanted to mention last week, which is triggers. Triggers is the way that all these AI systems are started. Okay, I think people kind of scared that this is an autonomous AI and it just goes off and does things and it can start World War III. But all AI systems currently that we're all playing around with in this realm are started by triggers. So me going into this window, this is a trigger. I will type something and it will trigger the AI and it will go off and do something and then come back with an answer. The chatbot on your website is doing that. Other triggers could be that you're emailing and then email gets sent out and then that triggers an event. A spreadsheet field is updated and that triggers something and that goes off and does an AI agent, workflow. These are all triggers. Now, to connect this to Telegram, I have made a trigger and I created it in another agentic. I think it's more workflow with AI involved called N8N. So this is another popular app that people can use and create workflows. And I've actually created a trigger in that will go and take information from Telegram bot and then plug it into this as a trigger. So the trigger for this bot can be, it can be a normal interface on a website, or it can be via Telegram. And uses, I don't mind getting technical here, it uses things called webhooks, and that's going to be so critical for people to understand if they want to get into this. Webhooks. Everything, the way that websites can talk to each other is via webhooks, and they kind of like go to domain names, and you can pass information from one website to another website, and you can push and you can get and extract different types of information. So it's a bit of a to get your head around it is it's a bit of a steep learning curve, but it's once you understand it, and this is the literacy part. I love people to sort of understand how this is working. It is all very much code based, information passing. The AI part is just sort of the creativity and working out in a human way, what is the user wanting, what output should I be giving that user.
Wow. Technical, but definitely very exciting as you see the entire interface. I mean, as you're going on there, talking about all these third-party sort of agentic AIs or AI agents, whichever more applicable, you start to wonder at some point who comes up with a proper ecosystem where everything's all in one. You'll be surprised, eventually it will get there, but this knowledge base is really... apart from educators, who else do you see using such a system? I mean, last week we talked about FAQ, but certainly it could go a little bit beyond just FAQ. I mean, could I put this on, say, WhatsApp?
Yep, yeah, you can do the same thing. I wanted to do it on WhatsApp, but there's a few more hoops
Right.
to go through. Setting up a business account on Facebook, because it's all Meta now. It's all under Meta.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna experiment with WhatsApp, because that is very useful to show on this podcast. So that would be another episode, I'm sure. But for other examples, lawyers and any industry where there's a domain knowledge and you want to have it fast, even sucking in invoices and working out your, splitting out your invoicing and populating other spreadsheets. It's endless use cases.
Yeah, and you can really, and the beauty of it is you can choose to pile on tasks onto this AI, and the task in question would be whether it's a spreadsheet, like you mentioned, an FAQ, or an assignment brief, or a work brief, or whatever. Or you could split them all up. There's the work brief bot, there is the spreadsheet bot, however you want to look at it. Just some closing thoughts from you, Daniel. Where is the human in the loop with regard to this situation? Where is the, for lack of a better choice of words, where is the control?
And the control would probably be when you are for this example, because I was trying to think how I wanted to show a human in a loop, but it's very much, it's quite simple actually. Human in a loop is when it gets into a bit more complicated workflows, when you're asking it to go off and do sort of summarization and go extract documents and then go and scrape the internet for data. And then you could ask it, stop. Do you approve of this, that I'm going to go now to this website to get this? Do you approve? Or if you approve, then we can carry on. If you don't approve, tell me why, and then we'll reevaluate and do something else. So this workflow wise allows me to put in these stops, these human in the loop stops in the whole process. I wanted to try and show something today, but this was quite a, sorry, Elliott bot, but you're quite simple.
Well, I know. We all going to start somewhere. So, would it be as simple, and I know we're going to wrap this up, but would it be as simple as adding in a grounding, like always ask me for permission before you proceed?
You could do that. And all these, I don't know if you can see the small icon here and here. These are the tools that this bot can use. So this one is this is the time date, and this is email. Gmail actually, so you can actually connect Gmail to this, and it can go and email whatever. You could ask it to email somebody or yourself.
Email replies. Okay, wow, fascinating. It has been quite a fascinating episode. I am going to attempt to create one of these. I don't need Elliott bot to be overly complex as well, but I do like the idea of gamification, and so my students next semester are in for a big surprise.
Pause and play AI with Elliott Danker and Daniel Curson.